Yeah, so being a contractor, safety is part of our culture, and so there were a couple of extra protocols that we had to follow to keep our customers safe and our employees safe. Um, and so like masks and hand washing stations, we've always had portable bathrooms, training. Um, so that sort of stuff wasn't too different, except that we had to wear masks all the time. Uh, and then also we started doing things virtually for our customers. Like we're able to do virtual site assessments, where we fly drones. We um, we're able to do virtual presentations. It just really forced us to um, change a couple things to be able to protect everybody involved. Helpful expertise is what it means to us is serving our client. So I actually really love what Diamond Certified has done in having that helpful expertise section and pro tips, because that's what we do every day. By the way, that's how we take care of our clients. Um, and so it just means hearing our client, examining and assessing the situation that they're going through, and then based on that, being able to offer an honest recommendation. And when most of the time, we're able to help, and when we're not, we're able to point them in the right direction so that they, end up getting taken care of. One of my favorite books is actually The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz, and it's actually a book that I've even handed out to my whole team. And it basically talks about four agreements, like be impeccable with your word, don't make any assumptions, don't take things personal, and then the other one I think is always do your best. And that is so when there is like a misunderstanding, a disagreement of some sort internally, or even when we're out with our clients assessing a situation, we we use that and kind of see where in those four agreements maybe something might have gone uh, awry, right? And it's been very helpful. So it's a good culture book for us internally and even to serve our clients. The favorite thing that I enjoy about the work that I do is, well, one of my favorite things is seeing the results of our hard work. Driving around different neighborhoods, and my kids are like, "Oh, I know, Dad. That's a roof you did over there," and because I'll point them out, "Hey, we did that roof, or we did that solar installation." So that's absolutely one of my favorite things, and along with helping a client. I'm pretty naive that way when we go out to a needs assessment, and someone called us because they have some sort of pain or sense of urgency, and when we're there, um, seeing if I'm able to be helpful, and if and just being honest and transparent with folks. We're very everything that gets measured gets done, right? So quality being one of them. So for example, besides the needs assessment that we do on the initial call, after we're awarded someone's project, then we go through our scheduling process. We reach out to the customers, right, and communicate. So one thing we do is over communicate, where clients have to say, okay, okay, we got it. But we want to make sure that we communicate as much as possible. We have a pre-construction meeting. That's where the project manager goes out and makes sure that we are on the same sheet of music, right, with what was originally promised. And then we get inspections by the manufacturers, by the cities. Um, so we have an extra set of eyes checking on our work. And at the end, when we have a closeout process, a final walkthrough, um, where we just reconfirm everything that we did and have a zero defects form. And then we register the warranty with the manufacturer so that the homeowner gets a long life and protection in case we ever disappear and are no longer in business. They're protected. And then finally, then we ask for feedback, right? Like through Diamond Certified, um, ask for feedback of how our service was. And so all along the way, we're measuring, and that way we have real information to be able to celebrate when we do something well, or train, and if we've fell short on an expectation by our client. Yeah, so along with the basics of like, is the contractor you're dealing with licensed, insured, and has like a track record. Um, we focus our questions, especially in the needs assessment, around like, for example, what problems are you having, right? And what are the possibilities to solve those problems and avoid future problems? We call these like the 5P. So that's the first P. The second would be like, what are the right products to solve those problems or avoid those problems that a client might be experiencing? What are the right processes that are in place to assure that the customer will have a good, wonderful experience? Who are the right people to take care of follow these processes, right? To install these products and solve your problems. And then the final question around price, like what's the right price? That we are an honest, qualified professional service, that we're proud to be in the roofing industry and in the solar industry, and we certainly are not perfect. However, you can tell a lot about a company by the way that they handle a question, a concern, a complaint, and then of course even a compliment. So you know um, you can tell a lot about us by the way that we react to any of those things: a question, a concern, a complaint, even a compliment. So that, you know, um, a lot of people will say they use the best materials and have the best quality and have the best people, and we really though go out of our way to measure that. So uh, we want our customers to be completely satisfied because we depend on their referrals. And Diamond Certified helps us with that because it's an exponential way of broadcasting the good stuff that we do. We're really in it to help people. So help people that are on our team achieve their own like personal goals, and um, have a work life balance, right? And then taking care of our customer. That's like the most important thing. So a lot of people, I think a lot of companies say that, and again, we really measure it. We really the barometer that we hold ourselves to depends on the feedback that we're getting. And yeah, so again, we're not perfect. However, we really do right by people, and that's why we've been around 32 years. We just want to make a promise, keep a promise, and make sure people are happy so that they can refer us.